Tuesday night baseball from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox baseball starts right now. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit around a little bit. But if he attacks hitters and throws quality strikes in this one, he's going to be just fine.
Second baseman, Smokey.
Stay hot, babe. Here we go.
Smokey is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And Harold, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Man, this team is hot right now. They blew them out game 1. I mean, it was ugly. So they're doing everything you're asking right now to have done. They're clicking on all cylinders. I would hate to have to face them right now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great discipline hitting.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Hard hit ball to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Well, he rolled over that one. Not the most impressive single, but it's a line drive in the books.
Here's Oswaldo Arcia, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. A runner on first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Smokey. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Come on, big guy. You got this.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's low.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Have a rip like you can. Here we go now, huh?
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Hey, like you can up there, huh? No one better. Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
2 out here and a runner at second.
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Pompey looks up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Shaw.
No outs yet, no outs. Hey, here we go.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Smokey. No problem here. 1 away. Smokey will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
In there, and it's even now. 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2. Oswaldo Arcia is on deck. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready once again, Oswaldo Arcia. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Grounded to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And he is in there. Ready for another shot now. Mariano Padilla. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
From the stretch. Right side, hit hard. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Well, that's almost like an old school approach right there. You don't see it very often. The ball's away. He takes it away and drives in the run. Take what they give you. The runner from third scored easy on that play.
Digging in to try it again. Smokey. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Here you go.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, one time, right now.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Miller has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Digging in once again, A.J. Pollock. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
A.J. Pollock.
On the ground up the middle. To second for one. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Ready for another chance. Smokey. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. In there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Wait for a good one.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch on.
Now here it comes. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in a driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Oh, the good curveball there, and it's 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Oswaldo Arcia. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Runner breaks for third. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They still. Striding in once again, A.J. Pollock. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Center fielder, number 39.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And he's retired, 1 away.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Ross Stripling earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Calvin Dark hammers down the save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors.
Afternoon baseball on the south side of Chicago in Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Lucas Giolito will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, if you look at his numbers, it's not going to blow you away. But he's an important guy to this team. He eats up innings. He continues to keep them in games. And if he gets a little luck along the way, he may walk away with more wins than losses.
Now at the plate, Smokey watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Fastball in there for a called strike. Harold, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
And, Matt, you always want to win 2 of the 3 games. I mean, today is a big game because you walk away and you start adding up those numbers in the series. You go, we won 2 out of 3 there. That's the goal for every team, to win 2 out of 3 in the series. That was a good changeup right there. It just missed. But even better take for him to lay off it because it had the great movement, and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
Light is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So not much happening here in the top. Standing in, Thomas Yamashita is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Man, that's a nice at bat. Found himself down 0-2, and he just continues to fight.
Now at the plate, Scooter Gennett. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, look at this. He gathers the throw. What an outstanding play to end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
That's the advantage of having a good 2-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
And he takes strike 2.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it.
The 0-2 delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under this is Pompey, and he's got it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move. Striding in, Scooter Gennett. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Scooter
The windup and the 0-1. Hit out toward second. Speared on the dive. To first. Wow. Stepping up to the plate, Smokey. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Smokey.
Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1.
Hey, you're fixed. Right deep, huh? Here you go.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Pompey moves over near the line. At the plate, Scooter Gennett. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Scooter.
5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Smokey. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Here's the 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Outside, 3-0 now. Here it comes on 3-0. And this will be fouled away.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Fielder number 66.
In now is Yasiel Puig. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Yamashita is there, and he'll bring this one in. Digging in and looking for more, Dan Carlisle.
First baseman, Dan Carlisle.
He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big, and plus this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Moncada fields it cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. 5-2 the final today. The Chicago White Sox with their 50th team. Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series. Larry Traylor will be on the mound for the Stros. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's really had a tough time his last 3 outings. ERA over 9. That's basically giving up a run an inning. He just has really struggled and not been able to figure it out. They're giving him the ball, though, and anytime you get the ball, you got a chance to turn it around. We'll see if today's the day he turns it around.
Batting third, second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey.
And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Put her in play.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And Harold, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, it's been a pretty good homestand. They're 3-1 right now. They're playing good baseball, but that 4-1 really kind of separates them. That's why today's game's important.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
He really was struggling. He needed that strike right there. It's been a while since he'd thrown one. That's just not the way he wanted to start this inning.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Well, now he's falling behind 3-1, and all the pitches have been down. He's trying to get that double play ball, but the strategy has to change now. Now he's got to throw a strike.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike. And he's going to make it up to 3rd here as he advances on the wild pitch. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Hit weekly back to the mound. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Here it comes on 1-1. Oh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm.
7 games. Hey, that's 1 week of swinging back.
Striding in once again, Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there. Kemp is on his way home. And the run is in to score from second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been
stepping in and ready for another shot. Smokey 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's in there for a strike.
Now we're going to see what he's made of, Matt. He got a couple runs right there. They put on the board for him, but now you got to be that stopper. This is the half inning. You got to shut them down after you were given some runs.
3rd inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Way outside. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Springer is right there, and that's out number 2. Digging in once again, Smokey. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Smokey
lays off 1-0.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put him.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 41st home run of the year for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Ready for another shot now. George Springer for his career in this matchup. 5 for 15. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, he picks up a hit now in 11 straight games. Swinging the bat pretty good. I love the adjustments he's made along the way through this whole streak.
Ready once again, Scott Schebler. He was a ground-out victim last time up. 4 runs, 9 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs. Ready for another chance. Smokey. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Hey, your pitch. He's coming to you.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 home. A little bit off the outside. 1-2.
Pitch up there, huh?
Here he comes on fastball. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was, well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
From Southeast Texas, we welcome you inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series. Now at the plate, Smokey. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Runners back. From the belt, the pitch. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike 1. Harold taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Well, Matt, the other thing, I mean, they're 3-2 on the homestand, so they haven't been real consistent. You'd like to see 4-1 or even 5-0 at this point, the way they've played baseball. That's why this game today puts it 4-2, and now you feel a little bit better, like you're playing pretty good, consistent ball.
Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. In there, and it's full 3-2.
Full count. Here we go.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Springer. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now batting, Paul Davis. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here, 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Smokey.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Low for ball 1. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 42 on the season. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Hey, there are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Here's George Springer. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
George Springer.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. High pop-up. Carlisle is there for it.
That's mine.
And that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Smokey comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first two pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, he's having a terrific season. Keeping that average up there above the 300 mark, that's an indication right there. 2 strikes, and he's still able to get the base hit.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Yasiel Puig.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Here it comes, 0-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Springer giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Yeah, here you go.
Third baseman.
Stepping up now,
Padilla.
Mariano Padilla. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle.
Story brings it in.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Here's Oswaldo Arcia, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Fielder.
The 0-1 pitch. Runner's on his way to third. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. You may as well take out a tee, set the ball right there, and say hit it as hard as you can, because that's what he did.
Digging in to try it again, Colin Moran reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Into the box now, Smokey. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Smokey.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
2 tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location. He just wasn't ready for it. You got to be ready for anything now.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. At the plate, Max Stassi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Max Stassi.
Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's George Springer, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
4, George Springer.
The 0-1 delivery. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Coming to the plate now, Smokey. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball one.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
The set and the 1-0 pitch.
2-0.
A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. So striding in, Yasiel Puig. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And a dive, but he's back.
Let her lift right here. Let's go.
Runners on the move for second. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts it. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth. On the ground to the right side. To his left. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Colin Moran comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Smokey is there on to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be.
First opened in the year 2000. A look there at Minute Maid Park here in downtown. Jerome Schroeder will be on the mound for the Stros. What's your take on him, H?
Matt, you look at the last 3 outings, and I know it's just a small sample size, but he's throwing the ball really well. And I look at his whip. His whip is 1-1. When you do that, you're throwing the ball pretty good.
Harold taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Hey, get your pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Davis sprinting after it, but this will wind up being a foul ball. 1-2, here it comes. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Runners going. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
And there's ball 2 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. A tag, and they get him at the plate, but not the second. So striding forward now, Smokey, who was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. He's set. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Looked like he was sitting on the hard stuff right there. Stayed right on it. Stayed with it. Hard line drive. Great game plan.
In now is Yasiel Puig, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well,
Yes,
early in the
no.
count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners out.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. In to score, the runner from second. And he's safe.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Mariano
Hoping to send him packing.
Padilla.
Pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And the second run will score as the lead will change hands now at 4-3.
Well, a 2 RBI base hit right there. That gives them the lead. Now let's see if they can hold on the rest of the game. That's nice to get back in it early, though.
Stepping up to the plate,
next for the
Smokey.
Blue Jays.
He singled his
Second
last
baseman.
time up.
Smokey.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. So digging in now, Paul Davis
Leading up for the
comes into
Astros.
this at bat 0 for 1
Right
in the ball
fielder,
game.
Paul Davis.
Hit. Way to get dirty. He's up with it. The throw. So 1 away after the phenomenal defensive effort. And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. And on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Digging in, Smokey. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt. And
so stepping in, Smokey. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road, so they are very happy with this win.
6-3, the final score today. John Gray earns win number 7 on the season.
A coach looks to get some extra work in with a key player.
Tuesday night baseball on the show as you get a look there at Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Ross Stripling will be on the mound for the series opener. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year for him so far. I mean, he's had some ups and some downs. He's had some decent games, some poor games. An ERA in the 4s. That tells me the story of his season has been inconsistency.
Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey, watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And Matt, the other thing, both teams are on a winning streak right now. I love watching good baseball. So nothing's better than watching 2 teams that are on a winning streak collide. So we're going to get some good baseball hopefully in this game.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener? Ready for another chance?
Leading
Smokey. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Smokey.
Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Morov is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Smokey. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
Hey, your pitch, get some wood on it.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Hey, let it rip, let it rip. Come on, big guy.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Triplet ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 43 on the year for him, as the Jays have opened it up now to 4-1.
Well, with a 3-2 count and only 1 out, he knew that he was probably going to see a pitch in the zone, but he could not have hoped for a better pitch to drive. All aboard the RBI train.
And here's Jose Peraza. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Jose Peraza.
Drilled to the right side. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
I like that at bat. Found himself down 0-2, kept battling, put the ball in play, little grounder through the hole, and ends up with a base hit. Just fight through the at bat the whole way, and that's what he did right there.
The 0-1. Grounded to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Smokey. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here. Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Full count, here it comes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, your turn right here. Drive him in.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. And now is Yasiel Puig. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. Striding in once again, Mariano Padilla.
Mariano Padilla.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout. I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take him out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game.
Wednesday night baseball now. North of the border, we greet you from Rogers Center in Toronto. Stepping into the box, Jose Peraza. And there's splits so far this year. Drilled right back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, that's a good sign, him getting a base hit. He's been struggling quite a bit. He's in the 2-hole, going to get some good pitches to hit. Maybe this is a start.
Now in the box, Smokey watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Well, they're coming off a tough loss. I mean, they played pretty good ball. They just lost by 1 run. But, you know, you look back at it.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Hamilton rounds third and is digging for the plate. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
In now, Yasiel Puig entering play. He's currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to add to that total right here. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Hey, one of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off the second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Smokey. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Sliced hard down the left field line, and that is down as that could be 2 bases. Legs churning, he's headed for second, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
and he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good-looking swing.
And now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-2 delivery. And the runner's breaking for third. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB. Digging in and looking for more. Smokey. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. And a ball 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Let's go now. One time.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats.
All right, come on now. One time.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in once again, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. The 1-2 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Left side. Dozier brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters. Ready once again, Hunter Dozier. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Dozier.
Now a ball rolled softly to second. Barehand. He's up with it. The throw. He is out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Coming to the plate now, Smokey. It was a walk in his last trip. Lays off 1-0.
1-0.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Flores is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. New York with a division leading 60th team win this year. Fernando Abreu gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Kenley Jansen hammers down the save, number 36 on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base.
A good look there at the home of the Jays, Rogers Center in Toronto. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball starts right now. Nick Tepish The Missouri-born right-hander gets the job of starting pitcher here. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he has really struggled his last 3 outings. The ERA totally inflated. It's over 5. When you look at that, that's too many runs he's given up. And he's just not giving his team a chance to even get out the gate and win the game.
And here's Jose Peraza. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Hit out towards second. Throw gets him. 2 down. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold? Ready now, Smokey. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Smokey.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, Harold. They're on a nice little run. Winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And, Matt, you know, you look at their split right now, but they lost the first game, won the second one. So you're looking at momentum is on their side. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards them here in this third game.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Stay hard up there, huh?
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count gets him excited.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Grounded to third. This and there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Here's Max Moroff standing in. And as we check the splits, not too surprising to see that his numbers are quite a bit better in the launching pad that is Yankee Stadium. Fields it cleanly. And he'll whip this one over to first. And he gets his man for the second out. So striding in, Smokey comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit hard on the ground to short. Beautiful diving stop. Not in time. Great effort out there, and if that's any other runner, he's going to get him. Digging in for his second at bat, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Digging in, Mariano Padilla, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set, now the pitch. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Bird is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. At the plate, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now here it comes. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2. So striding forward now, Smokey. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Smokey.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game. That's why he's having such great success.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. And now this is bobbled out in center. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we called on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category.
The right fielder,
and now is Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel
He's hoping to avoid
Puig.
the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. There goes the runner. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
Hey, come on now. One time right here.
And now the runner's trying for third. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Back-to-back changeups. He spit on the first one.
Stepping up now, Smokey. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Smokey.
From the belt, kicks and deals. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Wait for a good one.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Seared down the first baseline. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. So coming to the plate, Yasiel Puig.
Right
2 outs and 2 runners
66.
aboard here in the 7th inning. Runners
Puig.
off for second. Pitch is high. The throw not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Chopped weakly to the left. Dozier scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. It's a run on 3. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. A couple of walks for him thus far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Smokey. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in, Jim Triplett.
Now batting, center fielder.
2 out with the man at
Triplett.
first. On the ground, softly towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1, but they still lead. Ready for another shot now. Smokey, couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. And the runner back safely. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Here comes the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Hey, your turn now. No one better. Here you go.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Right guy, right place. Here you go.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Hey, come on, big guy. Need you right now.
1-2. Here it comes. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He'll try again. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there. Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there, kid.
Another 2-2 offering. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Hey, not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Triplett racing back. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today.
Entering a series against the current division leader, this skipper incites his team to gear it up.
Folks just finishing up their work week, making their way into Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Rick Porcello will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey. Watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. And that misses for ball 1. Harold, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
I like how they played their game yesterday. They won yesterday's game. If they ever...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Digging in to try it again. Smokey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Smokey.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, get your pitch up there, huh? Can't find it. Be patient, huh?
Now the pitch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Valenzuela is after it. And the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're up 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rafael Valenzuela. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Hey, no one down here.
Hit out towards second, and that's through for a hit.
Well, that's the 6th game he's hit in. He's swinging the bat pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Now batting.
Let's get 2
Third baseman.
Right,
and that brings up the catcher, T.J. Rivera. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
No outs here.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground up the middle, reined in. 1 on to first, a double play. Digging in once again, Smokey. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Hey, drive it. Here we go.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready for another chance? Smokey. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
One time right now.
The 0-1 on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another shot now. TJ Rivera. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
Popped high in the air. Ayers is there for it.
I got it.
One down.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. One pitch and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Adam Liberatore wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Pablo Marte earns the save out of the bullpen, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.
The show's got baseball for you on a Saturday night. North of the border here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. John Gray will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, I love watching this guy pitch. I went back, looked at the video of his last game. He pitched into the 6th inning, threw the ball great, had electric stuff when he needed to, pitched out of some tough jams, and pitched well enough to get the W. So I think we'll see tonight really firsthand what kind of pitcher he is. We'll get to see it firsthand.
Second baseman.
Digging in, Smokey. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Harold, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, last game they just didn't play well. They gave up a lot of runs, really sloppy. So when you play that sloppy, you're not going to win games. Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Well, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Full count, here it comes. Hit Weekly back to the mound. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Smokey. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Smokey.
Come on, Biggin.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Here's Oswaldo Arcia. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Left fielder, Oswaldo Arcia.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. He's running towards second, and a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to Jays forced to ready once again. Smokey will match up with Tyler Glass now to lead off the inning. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Striding in once again, Oswaldo Arcia. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And now they've got him in a rundown. A tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time. So striding in, Smokey. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. And that'll be the 4th wide one, so put runners at the corners here with 1 man gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Here's Oswaldo Arcia. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And now after the stolen base, they'll go ahead and put him on here to keep the double play in order with 1 away. Now at the plate, Mariano Padilla, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hit hard on the ground to second, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Well, you love it when you come back late in the game, and all of a sudden you get a 2 RBI hit. You find yourself, you were down 1, now you're ahead. Let's see if
coming to the plate now, Jacob Stallings. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Scooped up. 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th. to seal the deal.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Toronto Blue Jays seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Manuel Casto wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.
A great Sunday afternoon.